So that was the hill I just walked down, and you're joining me now as I walk through this little wooded area. I'm sure I can actually get into the woods. I went through that gate there. It doesn't really take me anywhere. Just to that area there. Literally to that little patch of area there. I'm sure there's other paths through the woods, and I will duck into them as soon as I get a chance, because it'll be much cooler in there. There we go. So it didn't take me long to find one. I think that gate was supposed to lead to this path, but I couldn't get down to it. I think it's just overgrown. But here we go. This looks to me like yes, it is. This is a horse track, bridleway we call it. So this is where the horses can ride through the park. But yeah, don't get very many horses riding in. I can always duck in a bush if they do come. But yeah, this is a bridle path. You can tell by the ground covering it's got. Oh! So if you see a big pile of horse shit, that's why. That wooded area just left to go old. I love it. I love it. I'm hoping this camera's a lot better than the cameras I've used previously. It looks like it is to me. And this is probably a super long video. Because it's a super long walk. Well, it's not. I won't take you all the way home with me. Because I might actually end up getting the bus part way. Because I'm tired. I was tired before I left work. I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to walk home. But it's such a lovely day. We don't have many lovely days. Because it's nice and warm, but with a breeze. So there's no overheat. As you can see, they do coppice the woodlands around here, so they don't get overgrown and that the trees can flourish, the ones that are here. Oh, something just flew by me ear. See if I can see any nature. So far I haven't seen much nature for you to see. There's loads of it around, I just can't see it. Don't spot it in time. Bench just up there you can sit on, just enjoy the peace and quiet. I'm just going to show you this. Another sculpture, a totem pole. I'll get closer up to it so you can see it properly. It's obviously someone taking a photograph of it, and now I've got probably me in the photograph for them. Since I don't publish it. They're posing next to it. I don't know why people do that. Very touristy. I'm not a tourist. That's probably why I don't do it. But, might have to move on. I think they're about to move on. Just taste of power.
Alright, I'll do it again then.
Oh, that sun's blinding, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this one's called Onwards and Upwards by Robert Kiernan. I'll leave you to it. I sort of want to get back to the bridle way. That means going back on myself. So this is the cricket field that you saw from the other angle previously. The cricket pavilion down there. It's quite nice and shaded here anyway. Got trees either side of me, see? But they're sort of forming a canopy pretty much all the way above me. There's gaps, but it's not as thick as it is down Philly by the way, but there's gaps. So this is where they set off the fireworks on fireworks night. Fireworks night here is around the 5th of November, and it's to do with, it's a political thing. It's when a guy called Guy Fawkes tried to blow the Houses of Parliament up on the 5th of November, and he was caught, and he was executed for treason. And we celebrate that by setting off fireworks and burning an effigy of Guy Fawkes. Funny that, isn't it? It's a sick celebration really when you think about it. You can actually have a tour of all the artworks around the town centre. They do art walks, and they'll give you a tour and tell you all about different sculptures. I'm not going to go all the way up to it, I'm going to show you this one just down here. I'm not going up all the way up to it because I don't want to. You can see it. Over there, through the trees. Well, there's only a little tiny tree in this view. Just over there. Yeah. But I'm not going that way because I don't want to go that way. Let's get back on the path. So that would be where the right way would have come out if I carried on on it. But then we would have missed the sculpture back there. It's getting hot again. Let's bridge out of the park. The road out of the park. So we're officially, well, not quite officially out of the town park. We're still part of the park, but we will be officially out of the park in a few moments when we go over the canal. So I'm taking you down by the canal. I'm going to have to take you down by the river one day. So it's a new marina, they've just built marina apartments and everything there. New apartments. Part of me really hates the fact that they're building so many buildings around this park because there wasn't any buildings when it was first built. But I guess marina is quite a good thing. So on the canal there'll be so people can moor their boats up there on permanent. Oh look, I've got some hazelnut Is there any hazelnuts? The squirrels got them, normally get them before I get to them. There was a big pile of empty shells on the path the other week, last week, when I walked past them. There's loads of hazelnut around here. I had a great place for foraging. They are horse, I believe. Horse, they're edible as well. But my town is great for foraging. They purposely put in plants that you can forage from, if you know what you're doing. And I've noticed that the cherries are the cherry plums are starting to ripen up just down from my house. So I will go and pick some of them in a couple of days. Which way do I want to go? That way. How peaceful is it here? So we're coming away from the busy park now. There's not so many people around. And not that it was busy. It can get busy. But there's not really any people around here now. It's just lovely and peaceful. Lovely breeze coming up again. You can just sit here and have a picnic if you want. Just some grass area and benches. It's a lovely park. You see how big it is? I'm not out of it yet. It's so big, so spacious. So even when it's full of people, there's spaces of it that people don't come down this way, you know. That path takes down on the canal. See the canal boats on there. I'm going over the top of the canal. It's an old bridge. Why do people do that? So this is where they're building the marina, see. So that's all going to be a marina for boats and which means they have to pay to moor up. But it means they don't have to move on every few days, which is what happens when you live on a canal boat and you're not moored up at a marina. There's more canal boats down there. That's why I'm just truggling along, truggling. A bit made up a word. Might be a real word, I don't know. I got thrown in this canal once. Not right here, but further up, where another marina is actually. And I was up to my knees in mud, because at the bottom of the canal it's just thick black sludge. That's a brand new bridge I built there. And this is where they're building the marina. Carry on this way. Don't know what they are. They look like some sort of current. Could very well be some sort of current, but I'm not going to risk it because I'm not sure. Lots of nettles and thistles. Get a lot of that round here. More blackberry bushes. Blackberry bushes, older. Great place to forage. that's not such a nice sight. Let's go this side. You can see that's kind of such a construction site. It's still quite peaceful around here. Rosy bushes. Cow parsley. Don't know what they are. Some sort of weed. It's all weeds. It's all weeds. But a lot of them are edible. And they're pretty still. That looks like it's the back of the, yes, it's the Gallivers Park campsite. Big pile of horse shit. You really wanted to know that, didn't you? At least I spotted it before stepping in it. Can't miss it, to be fair. I suppose this is a little bit like the Greenway walk that Roma showed us, but a bit noisier. Because I could hear the builders yelling then. Oi! Oi! I heard him say, oi! I love, for some reason I love thistles. I don't obviously want to touch them, but they're so beautiful. Even the leaves, the spiky leaves are beautiful. And you've got the purple, fluffy pom-pom heads on the top of them. And I just got caught up with one of them. Oh no, that was bramble. So, we're actually walking past Gulliver's Land that side, and the tree cathedral we were at the other day is just outside of Gulliver's Land. So if I was trying to follow that road round, I'd get to the tree cathedral again. But I'm not going there today, because as lovely as it is, and I know the moon's gone now, so there's likely to be less people there, it's taking me away from my home, and I really want to just head home now. Because, you know, oh, that's a bit, it's got a bit too fast for my liking. So these thistles have turned into the fluffy seed heads like you get on dandelions. A bit more compact. But these things